Hey guys, TrueKnight here, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see in the thumbnail, I wanted to bring this absolute juggernaut of a deck to your attention. If you're not already aware, a Banlist happened roughly 2 weeks ago, and the Tenpai deck got hit, but I don't think the player base gave a shit, and I think that the Tenpai players innovated, and I think bravo to them, because a lot of the critique that I see towards Tenpai players is that they're glue eaters and that they're helmet players and they have no skill and all they do is drop shifter and all these things. And what did Tenpai do within 6 days of the ban list? Took second place at a region. So I think that this deck is still an absolute powerhouse and probably tier 1 call for locals, tier 1 call for regionals, and maybe even a tier 1, tier 1.5 call for YCS. We don't know yet, but let's get right into it. So I'd like to preference this. When I do these profiles right now, guys, I am doing them after about an hour or two of playing them, so that way I can give you guys my best guidance of why I play what I play and the reasoning behind it. So I'm not just putting these decks in sleeves and saying here you go and walking away. Like, there's a lot of thought that comes into this, so just be aware of that. But we'll start out with the main deck first. So starting out, we're playing 3 Pydra. Of course, it's the now main card of the deck, well, one of the main cards of the deck. It's your searcher, gets you to Sengen, really helps you get to the field spell, you know, and as long as those cards are actually at 1, the deck is playable. But when those cards start going away, then this deck is gone. So next up, I've upped it to 3 Genroku because I just think that now this is one of the more important Tenpais. It's the one that I played at 1 last format, and I played 2 Pydra, but now I've upped this to 3 because I got the room. Speaking of which, 2 Pydra, it's just so important to play 2 of now. I'm almost debating on putting this to 3, just because a lot of people are going to hone in on Chandra, and most of the time they're only going to be able to send it to the graveyard and not banish it, so this card's going to be clutch. And then of course the one Chandra. So rest in peace. May you come back to 2 one day and make everybody squirm. And then the last dragon I play is not Dordor, but Magnet. You draw it, you're a god. And then to round out the engine, just 1 of each, because that's all we get. So very small main deck engine. But as I've been preaching lately in my videos, is that this game is going to evolve more into your supplemental engines or your support engines in each deck. So let's get into the first one. And the first engine we are playing is Ashtira. So what does that entail? Just a small package. I've been putting these into a lot of decks. So I know some people will play like 2 and 2 or 3 and 1, but I've just found most success with this. I really enjoyed this. This will bait out interaction. Opponents sometimes will just ash this right away, which is cool. You want to bait out ash as soon as possible if your opponent has it in hand, either because of talents or because you want to bait them into your crit. So, but yeah, very simplistic, easy in nature. Now for the non-engine. Ton of it. 3 Ash. Of course, it's Ash Blossom. I am doing this as a semi-competitive build budget-wise, so be aware of that first and foremost. But 3 Droll, just because of the Charmies and things of that nature. 3 Raigeki, breaking boards. Speaking of which, I am all in on trying to break boards, so here's part of my board breaking engine. And then as well as a thrust package. So why 1 and 2 and not 2 and 1? I think that this is a more important card than Thrust is right now. So what I have found in testing is that searching out Thrust can be difficult at times, so I'd rather just have it in hand and give myself more of a chance. I'm almost debating on just putting this to 3 and taking out the Thrust, but Thrust can search all these. Like, it's just so damn important, you know? And then last but not least, of course, I'm playing the terraforming because we play 2 field spells. This was going to be set rotation, but I decided last second just to put in the terraforming, so yep. Overall, pretty decent non-engine there. And then we'll go over the last few cards. Playing 3 Imperm, of course it's Imperm. I feel like every deck plays Imperm, you should be playing Imperm right now, as always. And then my last 3 cards of the deck, I'm playing the 3 Impulse. This could be Ghost Spell, which I think is one of the most potent hand traps right now in the game. Could be like Valor, it could be Pankratops, it could be anything you want it to be. I chose this just because it's what I'm seeing a lot of success with. But again, I divulge, it could easily be something more cheap, something dirt cheap. You could easily put in Ghost Mourner, you could put in Shifter. If you want to be ballsy, you could put in pretty much anything you wanted in there. It's just, I chose to go with Impulse. So. Excuse me. Alright. Now for the extra deck. No side deck. It's up to you and your meta call for locals. This is what I'm choosing to play right here. So 2 bind. I just think that 2 is the way to go. Unicorn is a menace and it's everywhere. Picking up on that. 2 Transcendent. And I'm thinking I'm going to up this to 2 rather than just 1, because people do hone in on these cards. Even though, I'm not gonna lie guys, I haven't summoned this card in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks of playing this deck. But yeah. Next up, the Black Rose and the Red Rose. These are the 2 most important Black Rose dragons, I think. I don't really care about Moonlit Chill. I just like taking out the graveyard when it's potent, and sometimes you just gotta blow up the board, man. So, and then Quebec Samurai Destroyer, because Bell does still exist. Meteor Burst. So, just like these guys as your utility cards, I think they're great. Probably my favorite extra deck card in the game right now is just Starslayer, because it's your oh shit button. So I'm all about utility, and I just think that having an oh shit button is very important in the game right now. So, and then the links, I am playing the Heavenly Spheres, of course, SP, of course, and I'm playing Kita and Promethean. I just think that the line is still really good when you have a chance to go into Promethean and all its fails, and then you just need to get back a fire and then go off. That's more important than anything else I can think of. I know the whole Cheravini line and everything like that, and I understand it, but to me, I just rather have Hita to take away from my opponent and Promethean to give kind of layered disruption if need be, and to give me a one last chance kind of thing. So yeah, but anyway guys, that will be it for tonight. Overall, I think that this deck is very powerful still. I think it's going to be a menace, and it's going to be pissing a lot of people off, because this deck is, I feel like, just on the beginning stages of how raunchy it can get, because people are going to start like including supplemental engines into it left and right. You're going to start to see like Tenpai Fiendsmith, Tenpai U Bell I've seen people playing like Tenpai Kashtira along with Raziel. I've been seeing just all kinds of menace stuff, and what they do with it is they use, so in the Raziel version, right, I played against it twice today. They go normal summon, they try to do effect, I stopped effect, okay? Then they special summoned, or, I'm so sorry, I didn't imperm, I Ghost Ogre. So Ghost Ogre sent it to the grave, then my opponent dropped EXT. And I was just like, well, I guess screw me, because that's where I'm at now. So, got cooked. Or I had an opponent who literally said normal summon, I impermed, and then they pitched Engraver. I was just like, oh geez, now I gotta face that. So it's just very, very much like, holy crap, what can this deck do? And it's going to be fun to see what engines get included in it. I haven't really critiqued around with that. I've just been, like you can see, I guess going the pure version, just because I feel like that's pretty raunchy right now with the amount of disruption it can play. Yes, I include a little Kashtira package, but people were doing that before, so it's nothing really new. It's just something I'm comfortable with. I'm very comfortable playing with Kashtira, and I'm trying it in like pretty much 90% of the deck creating I'm doing right now is throwing a little Kashtira engine to it just to give it that oomph. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I off on my build, or how are you running it? If you are one of those Tenpai players that is going off at locals with it and you got a cool engine, reach out to me, because I would love to feature you. So that's something new I'll be doing in 2025, is I will be trying to reach out to people who contact me in the comments and tell me, hey, this is what I do with my build. And I'll either try to deck profile if you're local, or I'll try and have a conversation with you about it if you're not. So, but anyway guys, that'll do it for me. I hope all is well with you, and I hope you guys are doing well in life. Please like, comment, subscribe. Trying to get to 300 subscribers. I'm at 279 or 270 right now, so please help a guy out. But that'll be it for me guys. Be kind, be respectful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yes, let's go. Come on. Level head, heavy metal, lead foot up on the pedal.